is in fact a giant leap in strengthening democracy in our country. Small initiatives like these go a long way in strengthening the entire system. With camera person Mukut Sharma, Ravi Dhiman for DD India in Dharwad.
And now let's go across to our correspondents who are on the field. Amritpal Singh is joining us from Sambal in Uttar Pradesh. Akshay Dongre from Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh, and Siddharth Bardwaj is joining her from Surajpur in Chhattisgarh. Thanks very much, all of you. Amrit, let me start with you. Amritpal, the BJP has won 8 of the 10 seats back in 2019. Is there much difference in the political mood in 2024?
There is a slight difference, but the fact remains that BJP remains a dominant force. As you said, in 2019 they won 8 out of the 10 seats that go to polls on Tuesday. 2014 it was no different. 2014 they had won about 7 seats. They improved the tally by 1 more seat. The only seat, the other 2 seats which they did not win, one was Sambal, where I am right now. The other was Mainpuri, from which in 2019 Mulayam Singh Yadav had won, but after his demise in 2022, his daughter-in-law Dimple Yadav contested the by-polls and became the MP from there. She's a candidate from there. That continues to be a stronghold of the Yadav clan. But you know, it's a tough, close fight in Sambal between the BJP and the Samajwadi Party. At other seats, you know, broadly, if in a broad brush, if I were to say, it is primarily a two-way contest between Samajwadi Party and the BJP. At a couple of odd seats, the BSP is also a third force, and so making it a three-way contest. But the fact remains that BJP remains the dominant force, and that when I ask people on the street, they say, you know, with the BJP government both at the center and in the state, their works they believe would be more smoother. Though there are pockets which do not agree with the BJP, and they say, well, they have differences with their outlook, yes, their ideology, etc. So they would not vote for the BJP. But all said and done, BJP remains a dominant force in the region, Mark.
Okay, let's go across to Akshay in Madhya Pradesh. Well, Akshay, you know, apart from Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh is in the Hindi heartland, considered a stronghold of the BJP as well. So a number of political heavyweights are in the fray. How effective has the campaign been for them?
Well, Mark, you have rightly said that Madhya Pradesh, like Uttar Pradesh, is one of the Hindi heartland, and I would like to point out to one more interesting fact. Like Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh also recorded some of the lowest voter turnout in the second phase of the general elections, where the state of Uttar Pradesh, the constituency that went for poll there, were at about 55% of polling people turning out and voting. Here in Madhya Pradesh, it was the second worst, about 58%. But since then, it seems that the Election Commission of India and the political parties as well have taken a cue, and they have in fact enhanced their campaigns and their efforts to ensure that more people turn out to cast their ballot. And right now I am here in Bhopal at a distribution center. The campaigning will end in about 2 hours. At about 6 p.m. the campaigning will end, and after that the Election Commission's work begins, in fact, to prepare all the electronic voting machines in the distributing center. I would like to show to our viewers that what kind of preparations are getting done here. This is one of the distribution center. You can understand by the sheer number of seats that have been set up here that how many people are going to cast their ballot. These are only for the poll officials. So there are about 2,200 polling booths only in Bhopal. You know, and similar number of polling booths will be there in 9 constituencies where the polling will take place. So in every polling booth there will be about 10 to 15 polling officials. So thousands of people are going to be here after 6 p.m. as far as their preparations are concerned. As far as the campaigning is there, it remains to be seen that how people are going to react to the campaigning. The BJP has in fact given it a push. The Congress party is trying to get its house in order as far as the state of Madhya Pradesh is concerned, but both of the parties are looking optimistic as far as the result is concerned. Mark, back to you.
Okay, let's go across to Siddharth, who's joining us from Chhattisgarh. Well, Siddharth, there are 7 seats in Chhattisgarh. Political heavyweights have been campaigning there. What's the broad contest like?
Well, first of all, a very good evening to you, Mark. As you can see, I'm standing under scorching heat. The temperature is certainly soaring, and so are the spirits of the people who will be going to the polls come May 7. I'm right now in Surajpur, which comes under the Surguja constituency. And in fact, a short while back, BJP party president JP Nadda was here in Surajpur to campaign, as BJP has fielded Chintamani Maharaj from here, and while criticizing the opposition, JP Nadda said that Congress party has no intention to benefit people here in the region, whereas when it comes to the BJP, they have launched several initiatives, several schemes which have benefited the people here in the region, and from their initiatives, from their schemes, people have reaped the benefits, be it any sectors, be it middle class, and especially, the schemes are proving beneficial to people of the lower class, and
Right.
To be very precisely, JP Nadda has said that the schemes which have been initiated by the government is benefiting all of them. On the other hand, Shashi Koram has battle majorly here is between the BJP and the Congress. 11 seats are up for grabs in the state of Chhattisgarh, and come May 7, there are 7 seats which are up for grabs. The competition is fierce between both the political parties, and the campaigning will be, ended in another 1 or 2 hours. After that, there would be no campaigning of any sort.
Right. Let's go back to Amritpal, who's joining us from Uttar Pradesh. Amrit, to what extent are these elections in Uttar Pradesh issue-based? And if they are, are the issues, socio-political rather than socio-economic?
Both, Mark. They are socio-political and socio-economic as well. When you talk to the people, for them what matters is, depending upon what segment of society they are, the youth are looking for employment. I was in places like Agra, Firozabad, which are industry. Firozabad has a glass industry, Agra has a leather industry, there's small-scale industry in Bareilly. Sambal is a menthol-based industry. They have industry issues like, supply chains and disruption of supply chains, availability of raw material, availability of skilled labor. The labor has issues regarding their employment, working conditions, etc. So these are the socio-economic issues that people have. But there are socio-political issues as well that are being raised in the campaign about safety and security of certain communities, their mindset. Is it a cohesive society that political parties represent, that political parties envision for future? So all that is playing out. So I would say it's a mix of both socio-political and socio-economic. Mark.
Yes, Akshay, infighting has been a problem within the Congress party in Madhya Pradesh since it's been out of power there for a pretty long time, except for a brief while under Kamal Nath. So does the party believe that it has its house in order?
Well, the party claims that it has its house in order, but the kind of activities that are taking place in the politics of the state would state otherwise. In fact, it's just today that another member of Legislative Assembly, another MLA from the Congress party has joined the BJP in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Now, this is the third MLA that is shifting alliances here in the state. Earlier, the member of Legislative Assembly, the MLA from Vijaypur constituency had shifted to the BJP, and that MLA was a 6th-term MLA from the Congress party. So you can imagine a leader that has served the Congress party for about 30 years as an MLA. Has shifted to the BJP just ahead of the elections. In the month of March, another MLA had shifted from the Congress party to the BJP. So 3 MLAs have shifted from the Congress party to BJP. The member of parliament candidate, the MP candidate that Congress had selected from Indore constituency has already shifted alliance. He has taken back his candidature and has joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. So while the Congress party has tall claims that it is going to break the bastion of the BJP in central India, it is going to break Madhya Pradesh, it is going to regain seats here from the state, and it has its house in order. but the kind of activities that are taking place in the party would clearly rather state otherwise, Mark, because it's not just the common party worker that are shifting alliances, but leaders, the MLAs and even possible member of parliaments are shifting alliances just ahead of the election, and it's not a good news for the Congress party.
Okay, a final word from you, Siddharth. To what extent is peace and security an issue in Chhattisgarh? After all, it has had a history of left-wing extremism.
Well, Mark, peace and security it was a concern. It used to be a concern. If I talk to you about few years back, about 10 years back, it used to be a concern, but now it is not. And this could very well be explained from the fact that in the first phase, when Bastar constituency went to polls, people were polling streamlined manner. People were happily going out of their houses and voting and voting for their favorite candidate. Proper security was provided to them. And everything, it was assured that the voting happens in a peace and in a peaceful manner. So it's not an issue right now, especially came since the time
Right.
on all Dantewara, there is no such issue.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much, all of you. Amritpal Singh, Akshay Dongre and Siddharth Bhardwaj. We seem to have a bad connection with you, Siddharth. Thanks very much, all of you, for joining us. Now, the Election Commission of India is hosting 75 international visitors from across 23 different countries of the world to witness the world's greatest celebration of democracy, the general elections in India. But now these delegates